What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Box Attack. I'm Dom, and today we have Wave 3 of the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon line. So we're going to check out all the figures here, get into this, and see what it's all about. This is pretty cool stuff. I'm super excited about this. I've been waiting for these for a while. And if you have to, join the Box Attack Universe Facebook group where we discuss all things collectibles, even action figures. So check that out. Link is down below in the description for you. But without any further delay, let's get started. All right, so first up, we have April O'Neil and the Bashed Foot Soldier. And as far as the box goes, I mean, it's pretty much, these are all the same. We have all the characters, the different collections on the back there, and we have April and the Foot Soldier. And, well, I mean, let's just not waste any time and get into the box here. I am looking forward to this. Oh, this is, okay, here we go, off to the side. Let's get these out here, though. Take a look at them. Alright, so here we go with the setup here. We're going to take a look at April, though, first, because, of course, April O'Neil. I mean, geez, look at this. And I think that this looks absolutely fantastic. A lot of people had, like, concerns about how April's face was going to look. Her face looks pretty good. Look at that. Like, I think it looks pretty awesome. It definitely looks like it's supposed to, and I just love her little yellow outfit here. We do have, what is this on the back here? We have, like, a little pocketbook or something there on the back, some kind of a tool or accessory. Does not come off, this little thing on the back, though. We do have a ton of accessories for April here, though. We have the Channel 6 camera right here, and along with that, we do have a little microphone as well, so she can get her interviews done. And I love this thing. We have the tape recorder here, so she can record her interviews. Oh, we do have the turtle communicator as well. And then we get an extra pair of hands for April. So she has the ones that are currently on her, and then we have these extra ones that are built to like hold, you know, like a microphone or her camera or something like that. She can hold whatever she wants here. But I think that this figure looks awesome. I would be careful though, because these little points are very small. Like, it's just, there's not much plastic there. So, you know, be careful when you're bending that, because I feel like that could break pretty easily. We also do have a ton of accessories here and stuff that goes with the Bashed Foot Soldier. Now you can see he's got a little cavity bashed out there in his chest, and that is cool. I love how they have the little wires sticking out here inside of the chest, and just like, he just looks like he kind of got wrecked a little bit. Of course, everything else here is pretty much the same as the regular foot soldiers, but he does have a ton of accessories included here as well, one of which I think is a new gun. I don't think we've seen this this blaster before here, so I think that this is actually new to this line. This one, I'm pretty sure I have this in the other turtle sets that have come out previously, so that one's nothing special, but I dig the look of this one. It's pretty cool. And of course, you can see here on his hands, he has fists, and then we have a set of hands to hold things. We also do have his karate chop hands right here, and we kind of have like a fighting or like a grabbing pose, kind of like, you know, he's like coming at it in a little bit of a different way, like that. So we have, all in all, 4 different sets of hands for the foot soldier, which I feel like is a lot. Like, could I not have like one extra set of hands for April? Anyway. This is cool though. I dig this this little weapon here. And then we do also have a couple of throwing stars, which are kind of tiny. I mean, these are pretty small, you know. I feel like I'm gonna end up with just a tub full of turtle accessories from Neca, because they include so much. I never use them all. I usually just keep them in the package, but... And then we do have a little communicator here as well, which you can see if we get up really close, we have Bebop just hanging out on the tiny little communicator there. That's cool. And we have, look at this nice little addition, this pizza monster and this little hamster right here. So pretty cool accessories for the April and Foot Soldier 2-pack. I dig both of these. Basically, I mean, these are just about army building at this point. Like, I mean, there are so many, we have so many Foot Soldiers now. Well, not so many. We got a standalone Foot Soldier pack, and then we had 2 Foot Soldiers that came with the other figures from, what, the last wave? And so now we have these ones that are kind of beat up, which is cool because you can create kind of fight scenes and have some that aren't doing too well as others, which I definitely appreciate. But April, love this figure, especially out of this pack right here. Definitely my favorite right here. But we have a ton of others to get into, so let's jump into that. Next up, we have Slash and Leatherhead, and these are pretty cool figures. These are more of a recent release here, and I think that they're awesome. Again, nothing special happening on the box here. Nobody cares about the box. Let's jump in and check out the figures. All right, so there's quite a bit of stuff going on here. Like I'm actually surprised at how many accessories came in this box. But first up, we have Leatherhead, and he just looks really freaking cool. You can notice that he actually comes packaged without his tail connected, so you're gonna have to just pop that in there. It's just a little ball joint. All right, so we got his tail in there, and you can see this figure just looks absolutely awesome. I am a big fan. Also, the articulated mouths, which we first saw on Bebop and Rocksteady, and I love that we have it here as well. I think that that's awesome. Okay, so there's a lot that he comes with. He has fists on him right now, but we do also have 2 grabbing hands, and we have 2 hands that will hold something, or like we have one hand that'll hold something, and then another hand that acts kind of like a trigger finger here, and that is for his little weapon right here. We have a couple of other weapons, but this one is just funny because it's like ketchup bottles, and it's just totally janky looking weapon in my opinion, but pretty freaking cool nonetheless. We do have his little lobsters here as well. Now be careful with these because they are very fragile. There's just like a tiny little stem of plastic holding the lobster hands on, so they're kind of flimsy, very fragile. They look like they can break pretty easily. On top of all of that, this freaking thing, there's so many accessories here. Look at this. So we have some rope that you can use for pretty much whatever, some just like rope looking stuff. And we have a giant net, which is so rad. I don't even know how I'm gonna display, like how can I even display this? Like I don't even know. The rope too, all of this stuff. They went all out with Leatherhead right here. And he pairs very nicely with our next guest. We have Slash, and look at Slash. This is freaking cool, and this looks to be a little bit different from the one that we got with the Turtles and Time Wave as well. Slash here, pretty awesome. We got the spike pegs on his knee pads and on his hands here, and then we have the shoulder pads and everything, and then we have his little pack on his back here. I love the spikes that they did all around here. I mean, this just looks really freaking cool. Now, no articulation in his mouth, but you can see that the head is looking pretty nicely, and the paint job also on him, pretty good. I think that this turned out to be an excellent figure. Now, we don't have any extra hands for Slash, so kind of what you see is what you get, but we do have a lot of other accessories, very fragile ones too. Look at this gun right here. It's literally just held on with like little plastic wires, so be careful with that. Super cool looking, but definitely very fragile at that. And then we have another blaster right here as well. This one is probably my favorite out of the bunch. I dig this one a lot. We also do have a couple of swords here. Nothing much to say about that, though. Pizza, we have a pizza, like a full pizza that's been bitten, and I think that can get that to line up pretty good with his mouth there. Look at that. Yeah, so I think that the pizza's pretty cool. And baby turtle and palm tree. I love all the tiny little like just throwback accessories that they're including with all these. I love this tiny little baby turtle. It's my little baby right there. Both of these are awesome. I think Leatherhead comes with a lot more cool stuff than Slash, but Slash looks freaking amazing in my opinion. Super cool, super rad for both of these. Let's move on. Coming up next here, we have Casey Jones and the Slashed Foot Soldier, and well, this pack is pretty cool. Again, just a box, but I'm actually looking forward to digging into this, so let's jump in. All right, so first up, we have our Slashed Foot Soldier, and I was actually wondering, like, how is this going to stand up? So this little red rod right here is the only support that the Foot Soldier has. You break that, he falls in half. Maybe you want to have him in half. I wish that it would come out, but that is the only support that you have on this whole foot soldier right here. So definitely keep that in mind. Be careful with this guy when you're pulling him out of the package. If you pull too hard on one of these ends, that little rod is going to snap and then you're stuck. I didn't take out any of the other accessories for the foot soldier either because they're all the same as the one that comes in the April pack, which we showed earlier, with the exception of this little communicator right here, which has Rocksteady on it instead of Bebop. So we do have our Slash foot soldier right here. This one looks pretty freaking cool if you ask me, just because I like that slashed illusion there. You can kind of have a Leonardo sword like coming right into him and pose him like that. It looks pretty sweet in my opinion anyways. But Slash foot soldier, cool and all. I'm personally more excited about Casey Jones right here. Animated Casey Jones, freaking cool. The mask does not come off, by the way. He is pretty much all set up here. He's got a shoulder pad, he's got his gloves on, a little strap right here holding the pad on. We have his pants and boots. I think that this one looks pretty freaking rad, but what's even more rad, his accessories here. So this right here is his little, you know, back golf bag kind of thing to hold all of his clubs and bats and batons and stuff. Be very careful when putting this on him. See that little joint right there? Or the one at the top? Those are barely hanging on there. So if you put this on him, you might be better off pulling his head off and putting his arm all the way up. You could probably get it on with just the arm without taking the head off, but it's just as easy to just pop his head off right here and then be able to put this on. You know, however you're gonna do it, like that, and then pop the head back on, and then you're good to go. Because it's just very, very delicate, and it can break very easily. I'm probably not gonna have that on him, to be honest. It just seems too fragile for me. But if you're gonna put it on there, take his head off, raise his arm up, save yourself a little trouble, and not break this. If you do break this, you can just glue it back on, not a big deal. But I love all of the weapons that he comes with. First off, we do have, fists right here on him by default, and then we have clenching hands that he's just like holding onto like his weapons. And then of course, we have a thumbs up hand, and we have a pointing hand. So we have various different actions that you can set him up with the 3 pairs of hands that he comes with. I love how these weapons turned out. Like, look at this. We have his hockey stuff right here, which looks pretty cool. I dig all the lines there. I love the clean lines on this piece right here. It looks pretty awesome. And then of course we have like a mallet or hammer, which is pretty awesome. We have a baton right here. And on top of all that, we have a baseball bat. So you get all 5 of these weapons right here with Casey, and I think that they look pretty cool, and I'm actually a huge fan of this figure. Probably one of my favorites out of this. April, definitely there. Casey Jones, pretty awesome. I'm so excited to pose all these in my turtle display over there, especially with the Slash foot soldier. Like, look at that. That is pretty dang cool, if you ask me. Again, be careful with this. Both of these figures are awesome. I want to know, like, out of all the different 2-packs, which ones are your favorites? Let me know down in the comments section. But aside from these 2 guys right here, we have one more special figure to get into that I am super jazzed about. So finally, we have the mighty Metalhead, and everybody has been chasing after this like crazy. And well, you know, this one's pretty easy actually, because we just have a little flap here. You can open the box, show you everything inside, and we're done. That's it. That's all we need to do. So I hope you enjoyed this. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and get Metalhead open and check him out. So here we are with Metalhead. This is a thick figure, like 2 C's all the way. This is pretty freaking cool. I actually dig this a lot. It's just got a lot of clean lines on it. Looks pretty cool. Now, one thing you gotta be careful about, see that little switch right there? Yes, it is a real switch, but it can break very easily. If this thing falls over on its back, that switch, there's not much there to to keep that together. You want to make sure that this does not fall on its back, because that switch might break off, and then you wouldn't be able to power him up. So I'm just kidding. He doesn't actually power up, but you get the point here. Pretty freaking cool figure. I mean, look at this. Is just, it's big. Like, it's a big figure, and I really do appreciate that. And you know, he's supposed to be like that. So I appreciate the scale. And his joints are much thicker than a lot of the other figures, because he is a thicker figure. But I do like how they've done the articulation here because he is like a robot, you know. So we have like up here, we have like the standard arm twist here, but then we have kind of a rotation right here. We have another rotation at his elbow joint, and then we have it at the hand. So basically it's the same as the other figures pretty much, but I just like how they've designed it because this is like kind of a, you know, a robotic look. Just kind of goes with the theme, how they've put that together, which is very, very clever. Now we do have, okay, yeah, I just noticed that. We do have articulating mouth here, which is cool. So you can have him have his mouth open and close, which I just love the mouth articulation. Again, be careful with this switch. I feel like I'm gonna break this thing already. But yeah, freaking cool. So there's actually quite a bit that goes into this. So okay, on the front right here, we can actually open up his chest plates, if that's what they're called, chest plates. Open up his chest plates, and well, let's see. We do have some connection points here. So up here at the top, we can connect this little zapper right into the front there, just like that. So you can have him opening that up to shoot stuff. So you can see here we do have a vacuum and a drill hand, and yes, these just like, if you pop off his hands here, you can pop them right on where those go. So let me just try to get this on there a little bit better. You really gotta like pop it in there. There we go, we got his drill arm, which is cool. And we have a vacuum, and of course, does this bend? Had some articulation to it. It looks like it's supposed to, but it doesn't. Oh, it does! I was wrong, look at that. Okay, that makes so much sense, yeah. Because it looked like it had some articulation to it, so yeah, you can kind of position that so you can get him at a good angle or whatever, doing his vacuuming here. I think this is a phenomenal figure. I still think April is one of my favorites, but this is definitely like, I mean, this whole Neca cartoon line has turned out to be pretty freaking amazing, and I know this was a rather long video. We were checking out the entire wave, but if you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button because this took a lot of work, and I appreciate every single one of you out there. And also, if you're new around here, knock off Metalhead's laser off of his chest, and no, I mean, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos like this come out in the future. I really do appreciate all of the support, everybody. Big shout out to everybody that supports me over on Patreon, part of the Box Attack Army. I send them stuff out of my collection every single month, so be sure to hit that link down below if you want to find out more about that. And also, join the Box Attack Facebook group because we discuss action figures, other toys, collectibles, anything is really game there. And wow, I can't wait to take some photos of Metalhead here along with the rest of the wave, which is currently sitting nicely on the floor because I don't have any other space up here. So yeah, let me know what you think about NECA's new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon wave. This is the third wave. Drop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Really, really do appreciate it. Once again, this has been Box Attack. I'm Dom, and we'll catch you later.